Okay, so we're looking at relationships between time in hours and cost in dollars for both of these companies. Okay, and we're going to be looking at the solution for 0 hours, 1, 2, and 3. Rana's company charges $45 per hour. So if they work 0 hours, what's the cost? $0. For 1 hour, $45. Fill in the rest. Okay, so we filled in the chart for up to 3 hours. What do you notice about the relationship between time and cost for Rana's company? Every time the hours increase by 1, what happens to the cost? It's increasing by $45, right? For every hour, it's $45. There's no other factors involved. Let's look at Bill's company. He charges a flat fee of $25 plus $18 per hour. So if they don't work any hours, what's the cost? So even if he doesn't work any hours, there's still a flat fee of $25. What happens when he works for 1 hour? How much does he have to pay? He charges a flat fee of $25 plus $18 an hour. So for 1 hour, yep.
It's 18 each plus 25, which equals...
So it's $25 for a flat fee plus $18 for the 1 hour equals $43. Good. For 2 hours now, it's still $25 plus it's $18 an hour. So if it's $18 for 2 hours, what's 18 times 2? 18 times 2. But we still have to include that $25 flat fee. So that comes to 61. Good. And for the last one, 3 hours. What do you notice about Bill's service? Every time he increases by an hour, what happens to the cost? Well, think about what the cost starts at. Where does he start at? Starts at 25, and then it increases by how much every hour? What does it increase by? By 18. Okay, so this one starts at 25. Where does this relation start? Rana's relation? Good. Starts at 0 and increases by 45. Okay, so we're going to graph both of the data. Which variable am I going to put on the x-axis? Which part of the relationship will be graphed on the x-axis? Time or cost? Time. We'll talk about that in a minute. We're relating time and cost. Okay, so you need to choose an appropriate scale. Graph Rana's repair service. We know that if time is 0, cost is also 0. So this graph will start at the origin. 1 hour costs $45, so 40 around here. 2 hours is 90. Okay, and for this graph, we would connect the points because if I connect the points, that means I can find any single point on this line. In this question, it makes sense to have, for example, is it possible to have 0.5 hours, half of an hour, and a decimal number for cost? Yes, it makes sense. So we can indicate any single point on this line. It would make sense for this context of this question. Okay, for Bill's company, if he doesn't work any hours, what's the cost? $25. So what's the first point on the graph? 0, 25. That's the first point. 1 hour is how much? 43. Okay, and we'd also connect the points for this one. What do you notice about the two graphs? They're both straight lines, yep. What else? Okay, so this graph is a straight line. As Bianca said, the graph is increasing. It increases. This graph starts at the origin. Is this a straight line? Yes. Does this graph increase? Did this graph start at the origin? Where did it start? The coordinate would be 0, 25, right here. It did not start at the origin. When we're calculating the cost for Rana's company, what would be an equation that would help you to calculate the cost? If you want to know what the cost is equal to, yep, 45H, excellent, because all we had to do here was take the number of hours and multiply it by 45. They were related, it was directly related, right? What about for Bill? How would you calculate the cost? 25 plus 18H, excellent. We took the number of hours, multiplied it by 18, and we added 25. We're looking for the point where the line touches the y-axis. Where does this one touch the y-axis? What coordinate? 0, 0, good. The y-intercept is located at 0, 25, good. Right here. And also conclude that this would be a direct relationship because, why? Yep.
It starts at 0, 0.
Starts at 0, 0.
A multiple of a variable.
Yeah, it starts at 0, 0, and it's increasing by the same amount every time. Direct or partial? Good. Partial because time and cost are not directly related. Yep. There's a constant term in the equation, and it does not start at the origin. It starts at 25, 0, 25. So the two variables are not directly related, but it's also increasing. And they're both linear. They're both straight lines.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.